So, we are playing Fed B, right? Yeah, because the Fed C was the worst one and we already did that one. So we got one win on the Fed B last time. Yeah, I'm not creative. It looks like it could go either way, but it's looking like it's leaning that way. But again, I don't want to talk too much about it right now. Maybe we'll look later, but I have a feeling it's going to be days before we know how it's going to end. So, but here we go. We are gonna take a break from all the election craziness for anybody who's actually following that to play some FTL Hard but no pause. For those who don't know, the tier streak challenge is basically a challenge suggested by oh, who was it? I'm sorry, I forget. The person who suggested this challenge, but it was a great idea of basically taking our tier list of ships that we created, starting at the bottom of the list, going up and seeing how accurate our list is by trying to streak with each ship. And we went one further and said, let's do it a hard mode, no pause. So we're currently in, I think it's D tier right now. Fed B. For anybody who wants to see the list, type !! tier list in the chat, and I think you can pull up the spreadsheet for that. But we have one win currently on the Fed B, so we're gonna do hard mode, no pause, and see if we can get 2 wins in a row. So here we go. It took us a bunch of restarts to get our first win on this ship, I believe. So let's hope that we don't just immediately lose, or hope that I do immediately lose so we can get to a good ship. Alrighty. So trying to remember, is there anything special with this one? One special thing is any enemy who has value point and shields, we have to hit every single shot to be able to take his shields down. We do have level 2 artillery on this ship. This ship is, I feel like if artillery was slightly better, this ship would be a higher tier. Because even with level 2 artillery, the problem is that it's a 40-second cooldown. So you get 4 volleys off with your other weapons before this even becomes a factor. So it's pretty, that's kind of why all Fed ships I put lower tier, because of artillery. So imagine having a 1 streak on S tier ship because of FTL. Yeah, that could definitely happen. This should start with a level 3 artillery laner. Well, I was talking to somebody on YouTube about why they like artillery. Please don't hack my, oh god. Oh, Jesus. Why they like artillery. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? Is this just an immediate death? Okay. Oh god, he's got an NG repairing that. Okay. I have no O2. Oh, and he just... I think it's immediately over. That was a hack shields into a drone. This is actually insane. Is this immediately over? Oh my god. I'm using every single missile I have right now to try to not die. This is actually insane. Okay, I have to fix my O2. This is an insanely bad start. You go fix that. Okay, alright, I might be able to recover this if my doors get fixed here. Holy crap, this is about as bad a start as you could ask for. Holy shnikes, my god. That's a crazy enemy. No, it's not. Well, it is, but it's stupid that he hacked my shields. Hacking in Sector 1, man. Frickin' hacking. Anybody wonder why I don't like artillery? Look at what hacking could do in Sector 1, level 1, to compare to what a level 2 artillery did that fight. Artillery did nothing. Hacking almost just destroyed us because they had hacking plus an offensive drone. That right there is a perfect illustration of why artillery is terrible and hacking and other things are insane. Jesus Christ. I had to use almost all my missiles there. Hacking in Sector 1 is pretty rare there. No, it's a good thing it's rare, or you just lose every time you fought it. Better than permanent hack on your shields, though. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. I guess if we had the event where they had the free hacking on my shields, we would have just died. Possibly. The Lido actually kept us alive there by taking out the offensive drone. Wow, 2 forced stores. Oh man, what a terrible start. 2 frickin' forced stores that I can't do anything at. Wow. F you, FTL, man. This is just an insanely bad start. Alright, well I gotta hope that there's something good at this store that I can afford. Jesus, Burst Laser 2. So far we fought 2 ships. One hacked my shield with a Beam 2 drone. Second ship has Burst Laser 2 mini beam. Yikes. Oh man. I don't even know what to shoot. I think I have to go all in on weapons and hope we get... no dodges, but he got the perfect amount of dodges that we did 0 goddamn damage. Value point shields, big goddamn surprise he has dodged. Oh my god, I have no shields. And it started at... what to do here? I just took out... wow, I think it's over. Unless... okay, artillery... okay. Jesus Christ. This is like one of the worst starts I've had in a while. This is actually insane. For anybody who ever wonders why I get salty at FTL. Golly. So I believe that was I think that was a burst laser shot that caused a double fire that immediately spread to a triple fire and just one-shot my shield with a single laser. Dwarfish, that was the second of 2 horrible fights. My first fight, they hacked my shields and had a beam drone. So I have had 2 fights so far, and I've taken 15 damage. I have 1 missile left because I'm doing my darndest to survive. Oh my god. And we pretend this Ren doesn't exist? Not if it's gonna be a streak. But what we can do is get off of this terrible ship quicker. So, you know what? I'll just be happy when the run ends because... wow, this is actually an unbelievably bad start. I can get shield value point in hopes that we can... if we get the free shield hack, we have counter to it. But I kind of think I have to save my scrap for the store because if I don't, I'm about to have only a dual laser and artillery because I have 1 missile left. So, you know what? I'm going to not spend scrap. I'll probably... somebody will probably say I had 32 scrap when I died if I die on the next fight, but whatever. You've been watching YouTube for a while? Well, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I appreciate the follow. I mean... am I at the point where I'm so screwed that I have to take a 50-50 on losing crew with giant alien spiders? I might actually be the point where I have to take a 50-50 to try to just get something. If I lose my Zoltan... if I lose any crew, it's bad. Are we in that dire of straits? I have 1 more jump than a store, and I need to get like a heavy laser or something. Currently, I don't have enough scrap that I could get that. Do you think the rewards are too low for the risk this early? Take the risk. Gosh. What's the max scrap you can get from this? Like 10? If I got 10, that would be enough that if I get nothing at the next jump, I'd be able to sell my Lido for a heavy laser. That's kind of what I'm looking at. You find runs which have some challenge to be more exciting to watch than OP runs. You feel like the ideal challenge level for streaming the viewership's mod would be roughly the same level of difficulty as playing a normal hard difficulty run on a top tier vanilla ship. Okay. You think it's about 12's the top? I'm gonna go for it. I think we are so in such bad shape that I have to take a risk here. Okay. Alright. RNG just gave us something there. We didn't lose the 50-50. That gives us enough that if there's a heavy laser at the shop, if this was an empty jump, we could have afforded a heavy laser, so... Alright. Okay. I'm gonna... I think this is the weakest ship we've seen so far. I hate this game. I really fucking hate this game. Are you fucking kidding me? That is the... This is the... Only every weapon in the fucking game has 100% fucking fire starting chance. You gotta be shitting me with these fires, and it spread 4 times! 4 times! Before I could put it out. This is the stupidest fucking game. Why do I play this game? Why do I play this shit? I literally can't put this fire out in time. A laser started a fire, a mini beam has started a fire, and I think a beam drone has started a fire. What the fuck? FTL? This is so stupid. This is so dumb, man. Oh my god, this is so freaking stupid, man. Oh, Christ almighty. Are you, just screw you, FTL. Screw you in the ass. Just depowered my shit. God damn this game, man. This is not how I was hoping this day would start. I can't believe a single laser started a single fire that spread twice before I could get it out. This is so dumb. This is... What are the chances on these weapons starting fires? None of them are more than 50%. I think they're all 20% or lower. I'm sorry, Champ. I can't read your paragraphs right now. I can't read them right now. It's 15%. It's insane, man. Damn it, I was really hoping for a heavy laser. I know I can buy flak. I know I can. But I can't get it online with the dual laser. I just got 8 missiles, actually. Which makes this even a harder choice. Somehow, I must have just gotten like 7 missiles and 2 jumps right there. Oh my god. It's better than nothing? Well, I don't know if it's better than this, is the thing. So I have to sell Lido, then I have flak, then I can only use flak, or I can use dual lasers. If I could get it online with the dual lasers, 100% would be dual lasers, 100% would be better. But I think too many ships just have value points that I have to do this and hope I can survive to get 24 more scrap. I'm probably gonna die, honestly. Hey, what's up, Amberzak? And of course, it's a skinny ship with 3 shots. See, this ship right here has a better weapon. Every ship we've fought so far, I think, has had better offense than us. Even the single missile hacking offensive drone has been better offense than us. Okay, I think because they're skinny rooms, I think it's actually better to just use dual lasers. And try to get the chain burst laser offline. Damn it. Don't hit my weapons and start a double fire. Hey, a shot that didn't start a fire. It's a goddamn miracle. Goddamn miracle. What's up, Mr. Porku? How am I doing? Terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Okay, he hasn't dodged anything yet, which is kind of insanely lucky for us. I want to go for shields. I have a feeling there's a value point here, so it's probably going to be worthless, yeah. So, and he's got... Okay, that hit his weapons. Let's do this. It's got an NG for repair. Hey! We started a fire. Oh my god! Apparently every weapon starts fires. Yeah, how is Rand doing salt? Salt is the answer. Oh, can I get double reward? Okay, well, that's not the double reward I was hoping for. We are 6 scrap, I'm actually being pretty strong here, but with no health. The extra crew's nice. Oh man. Game 1, next run? Yeah, sure. Repair would have been really nice. Please don't be free 5 hull damage. Okay. Alright. That gets us this. Flak plus dual lasers is so much freaking better here. Okay, alright, now maybe we have a chance. If I can get second shield before we just die, maybe we have a chance. If I have any, 1, 2... I can't get here in 4 because I can't get here in 3, which means I can't actually get all my jumps. This sector has been just a big pile of crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's literally no way to get the maximum of jumps this sector. Yeah, they time out incredibly well. It's a really good weapon system. Problem is I'm at 11 health and I haven't upgraded my defense yet. Right? Am I right? There's no way to get 5 jumps here, right? Because there's no jump on this side. That's a 4. That also gets a 3 on this side, so there's no way. Okay. This is Sector 1, yeah. You've never noticed me... Do I still eat a cookie when you lose? Every once in a while. Every once in a while. Depends on how bad I'm feeling, and if I need a consolation cookie. Yeah, this is Sector 1. The first 2 fights were just insanely punishing. I'm going for it. We'll let this through. Actually, I think this fires before this, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, perfect. Don't hit my shields. There we go. Beautiful. Whew, alright. Alright, I think we have... Well, I don't want to say anything, but... We're alive, and I will take that. For now. At least if the fleet doubles right before the exit, you're okay. There we go. We're planning on getting screwed more. That's kind of where we're at right now. Oh my gosh, that's really good. A free freaking weapon that sells for a lot that maybe can help us get shields online. Because I don't think Distress Beacon is ever the ship with the free shield hack, but I'm gonna take this just in case. Of course, if we get the free shield hack, it'll probably hack 2 shields, so the value point shields does nothing, but whatever. Mental state. Damn it. Well. Alright, Slug gave us a blue option at least. Okay. Oh my gosh. FTL taketh away, and then it giveth back. So hopefully, with those 2 free things, that gives us enough recovery, because I'm gonna have to spend all the scrap from this on repairs. Hey, thanks for the 100 bits, EPB.
Hey all.
Let me see here. I have a thought here about my route. I'm thinking about going 1, 2, 3, 4. But before I go into the nebula, I'm thinking about getting level 2 piloting for the blue option for the half power event. I still have enough stuff to sell. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. We see a store, we might have to detour and skip the quest. Okay. Things are looking up, said Jam. Well, except for the 11 health, sure. These time out perfectly. And he dodges the... How do you dodge enough shots to not take damage with flak and dual lasers with a single shield? That is what my RNG is right now. They dodge enough shots to take 0 damage from flak plus dual lasers with a single shield. This is the crazy, ridiculous, stupid RNG we're getting right now. This is insane. Thank God he didn't do more. That his mini beam timed out in a way that he only did 1 damage. It didn't hit my weapons. Actually, I think it did hit my weapons, but still. Oh my god, okay. What's my power at? 9, alright, so we wouldn't want to spend 1 more. So if we do get half power, be here in case it's a fight. Okay, free intruders. They're down here in the doors. Can I get there in time? Yes, I can. Okay, I think I microed enough that we're good. Yeah, it looks like we're winning everywhere. Okay. Free frickin' borders. Well, that was not the event I was hoping for in the nebula. That's probably about the worst event that's not an empty jump. That's actually worse than an empty jump because you have chance at losing crew there if your micro's not good or taking damage. But now you don't know whether or not they have a bypass unit. That's right. That's right. I don't even know. What's up, Rudy Van Winkler? How are you doing, my friend? Still 9 scrap off with level 2 shields, yeah. No store, yeah. I was hoping to see a store somewhere just to sell stuff and repair. Oh man, I don't know what this quest is. Can't remember. I'm hoping it's a free repair and not like an ASB enemy. I'll take that deal. Gotta practice micro on Sector 2. That's where you get those skills. Bombard their key structures. Hey! Alright. Oh my god, his weapons are insane, but okay. We fire before his heavy laser. I mean, his burst laser too, I believe. Pegasus actually let us have this blue option. That's really nice. Oh man, I think... Okay, alright, value point shields. Alright, we got the burst laser 2 offline. That's good. I don't know if my depowering for the ion was actually good or not there. But we did take 2. Firebomb is best blue option, yeah. Okay, I don't know if the depower I just did was good or bad right there. I'm not sure. That blue option seems to never work. Well, the blue option gave you a fight. Or gave me a fight. If you leave before they notice you, I think there's a chance of getting no fight. This will at least make it a guaranteed fight, rather than 50% chance of nothing, yeah. Okay. Okay. Flak is result. I don't know what you're talking about, but you didn't see what we had to go through to get this flak. If our health is any indication of what we've had to go through to get this flak. We got level 2 shields. I would be down to 1 drone part. I think I need every scrap of scrap I can get right now. That's this firebomb, unusual name tag on that one. It's firebomb because it's show them how to intimidate settlers. Okay. Okay. I need to make sure I don't lose any crew here. I think I just have to let my weapons die to guarantee I don't take damage. Well, guarantee I don't lose crew. Yes, please fight in the heal day. There we go. Okay. Alright, I took 1 damage to guarantee I didn't lose crew there, or give me a better chance of not losing crew. I couldn't micro in a way that I could think of that 4 humans wouldn't kill one of my crew if I'd left them all rotating in there, so... I think cloaking may be mandatory on this damn ship. Okay. Alright. 47 scrap. Still looking for, We're looking for a store to repair right now. For anyone joining later, claim you got the flak early and decided to intentionally get 20 damage for it to be fair run. Okay. Sure. Okay, you have a missile. Big surprise, I got 2 shields, you have a missile. Okay, it's alright. Good, alright. So was that a 2 damage missile or a 1 damage missile? Okay. Okay, I was hoping that would pull him out of weapon repair. That's okay. Nope. Got him. Okay. Do. I had 2 value points and shields anyway. Yeah, I know. Still, 2 damage missile is way scarier just because it's 2 damage and I have 6 health left. So I'm getting every jump I can squeeze out of here in a civilian sector, and I'm pretty sure I've seen every jump and haven't seen a store yet. Oh man. If I die with all this stuff to sell and cannot find a store, it's just gonna be a nightmare. Oh, that's the worst. And he's running. Okay, good. I should be able to stop him from running. Good. Okay. Alright. Where are all the stores at? That's the question. That is the question. They were at the beginning of the previous sector. They were the 2 stores at Sector 1 that were 2 forced stores. Sector 1, that's where they were. Yes, the game was nice and gave you 2 free stores at the beginning. God, that's not nice. That is the opposite of the nice. That is a here's some stores you can't have any scrap to spend at. Get wrecked. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen every jump. Yeah, I saw this jump. So I've seen every jump, and so there has to be 1 store, possibly 2 over here. God, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Okay, I think that was a possible 5 free hull damage. Where are the damn stores? Oh, it's a missile. Oh my god, I can't give away crew. I just can't. I only need 1, I only need 1 shield, so... How do you know it's Alito? How do you know? How do you know that? I'm not sure that that's better. Maybe it is, but how do you know? It could be an Artemis as far as I can tell. They can't have both heavy ion and Artemis in Sector 2. Okay. Alright, well, 3 health left. Okay, okay. I don't know how you know that. Is that in the code? I have so much stuff to sell. If I don't get a store here, I'm just like dead, man. Unless it's one of those ships that can have 10 weapon power. I don't understand. Is it because you can't have 4 weapon power in Sector 2? Is that like an impossibility with... I don't know how you know that. Well, now I know it's Leto because it did 1 damage each time, but until it fired, I didn't know. Oh, thank God. Okay. All right, store. We're just going straight here. We're not looking at any other choices. We just have to go here and heal. All right. Okay. Now, the crazy thing here is I think I could actually get cloaking, but I wouldn't be able to repair very much. Can you only get 1 system on the ship? You can get 2. Yeah, we're not getting scrap. You know what? Repair hard might actually be a thing I need to consider, but... Oh, I know I have to repair. I know. I know. What I'm thinking about is if I were to do something like, say, not get cloaking, I could get a small bomb, get it online, and repair. Or I could get cloaking and heal for possibly up to where, what, 32? It's 2 per, so I could heal up to 16 points. I could be just underneath where I'd like to be. You're willing to spend all scrap, it's fine to take cloaking, I think. Yeah, I'm perfectly willing to spend all my scrap. It's just if I think cloaking is more valuable than getting an offensive upgrade, and I'm pretty sure it is. Cloaking is so good. We want cloaking and hacking on this ship, right? And we can get both. Although I want mind control too. Okay, alright, let's go ahead and do it. I think I get up to 19 health here. Hey, I'm getting better at math. Okay. My thought for considering the small bomb is this is good now, but once they start getting 2 shields, which is going to be next sector, getting another weapon power would be super helpful. So instead of going the offensive route, I want the defensive route. I have slug on piling, you don't need mind control. That having a slug on piling does not magically make you immune to mind control. It only means your piloting won't go offline with a single mind control. So it's not like a magic catch-all. Well, you never get mind controlled. You could still, boarding could still kick your ass. This ship is could still get destroyed by boarding. That's what I get. I like to get mind control because it's boarding defense, not because it's only Sector 3 mind control counter. You know, all these free humans we've been getting on our ship? The best defense that is mind control, and so that's what I like to have it for, not just because I don't want my pilot to get mind controlled. The ship needs cloaking. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably the, I mean, the 2 OP systems are hacking and cloaking, so it's probably, that was probably the right choice. But I think being inflexible and saying you have to get X for every ship is a way to hamstring yourself if you don't get X on every run. You know, if we were playing Zoltan Sea and said you can never get teleporter, well, we wouldn't have won one of our runs. So you gotta have some flexibility, consider your options, you know. Frickin' hacking again. Alright, thank you for not being shields or weapons. As awful as artillery as it is offensive, it's true. It might just be that I'm gonna have to invest into artillery again. What's up, McDonald? Randolph. I don't know who you're talking to, because that's not me. It's not what RAND stands for, and I don't know why you're saying that. That connects, you're not diving. Yeah, thank goodness. I don't know why, but when I want to watch your stream on phone, you have 4-second delay. Okay. Nice double reward. Look at all that fuel. Okay. You have a delay on iPad too. Alright. Okay. That or a Jedi crew member to counter the mind control. That's right. Alright, you have nothing good. Okay. But you are running. He meant Randolph the deer. Then that would be Rudolph. Oh my god. When I hear people call other people an incorrect name, it usually sounds like they're trying to either be funny or, you know, insulting or something. Like for me, it'd be, hey, Ronald McDonald. Wow, what a funny, original name you just came up with to make fun of somebody. You must have a lot of friends. Alright, abandoned Sector 3 or civilian? Abandoned Sector 3, we could run into Lanius bombers, but if I go here, I have a choice. I'm forced into this sector if I go here. I think I go civilian and hope we get some good upgrades here. Yes, it's toxic. When you call somebody a name that is not their real name, unless you're really good friends and teasing, you're probably being toxic, so. Give me fuel, give me scrap, give me that which I desire. Okay. Just finished a run with NGA and died at Sector 5 because there's no weapons in store. Yikes. Finding no weapons at store is the worst. And that's kind of what I want to get going here too. Either that or hacking. If I could afford hacking and get cloaking plus hacking, we'd actually be in pretty insane shape, I'd say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. Let's get as many jumps as we can before the store and see if we can get either another good weapon or hacking. Oh, that's a big giant missile. Okay. You only need a single shield. Oh, God. He's got 2 shields, man. I'm only gonna have 75% dodge here. $75% dodge. I mean, it might as well be 0% dodge, right? Might as well be 0%. We did get a shield offline there. Okay. Golly, man. Sure do need cloaking since it protects us from missiles so well. And FTL says, you think 75% chance gives you any chance? You have 0 chance. Oh my God. Did it line up with hacking? Even if it did, I would have had 60% chance, so. Count the stool, thank you for the 22 months, my friend. How are you doing? No, I didn't have 0% chance. I was cloaked, so I still had 60% chance to dodge. Please understand FTL mechanics before you make statements. I was cloaked before it hit. Even if it hacked in the middle of my cloak, I still had 60% dodge, not 0. Please understand you FTL mechanics before you make statements like that, please. Oh my God. Okay, never surrender our crew slavers. Alright, well we can cloak this. Hopefully 75 will be good enough to not be hit by 3 shots in a row. Unless I am wrong and it crossed the threshold before I cloaked, but I'm pretty sure I didn't make that rookie mistake right there. Okay, good. Don't hit my weapons. Okay. Good, we got a fire there. That's a really good deal. I have to take that. Rock dude and he's pilot trained. I mean engine trained. You're staying at home, you're not that well, so watching Rand so you get better. Alright. I hope my FTL salt is the cure for what ails ya. The cure for what ails ya. That's what I'm hoping for. So you're gonna be there, you're gonna be there. That's what I get for not having 5 dodge, yeah, in Sector 3, when I just spent all of my scrap on buying the cloaking. That's my own fault, really. For not having enough scrap to get all that. Seems that my RNG is in dual laser fires. We've gotten a couple. Yeah, save positions. Better than Himalayan salts, that's right. We are, it's the, what is it, the, what is that? It's gourmet salt or something. The main thing I want to make sure is I have enough to get hacking. So I'm going to spend 1 scrap, spend 20 scrap to get 1 power. I have a little bit, I can take both these out or one of these out and have cloaking and my max dodge here. Frickin' missiles everywhere. And he's, of course he's a scout who's gonna try to make it so I don't get to the store. Why wouldn't he? Oh man. Okay. Good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not shoot at shields again because I need to hit 3 different rooms for him to pull out of piloting. Okay, 2 different rooms since he boarded, so okay, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Alright, so good. We got the missile offline. It's a frickin' miracle. Take no damage and he doesn't run away. Praise RNGesus, praise the sun. The Black Friday shopper who wants to get to the store before you. The ship is a reasonable candidate for level 2 O2 strats. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm barely getting through 2 shields and you want me to spend scrap on upgrading O2? Rudy Van Winkler, I just... You're off the wall strats. Maybe would be okay on normal or easy difficulty, not on hard difficulty. What? Why would you think that? Oh crap! I should have healed. That's a misplay. Right? That's a misplay on me. And he's running again. Okay. All right. We stop him from running. No dodge. I got a mantis running around trying to repair my crap right now. Okay. As in, it's weak to suffocation danger. That suffocation danger? You think that's my biggest concern right now? Suffocation is not. How often do you lose a run to your O2 going offline and you not being able to repair it in time? I would say that's 1 in 40 runs for me. If it happens more for you, I don't think buying O2 is your problem. It's you need to learn how to micro your crew and prioritize things. This game you recommended on Monday. Oh, what did I think of the mainframe defenders? I looked at it. It looks interesting. I don't know that it's something that is really going to be on my radar, honestly. EPB looks interesting. It's not the kind of game I'm looking to play right now, honestly. The graphics just don't look like they're up my alley. Heavy laser is super good. You're saying on this ship because O2 is right by venting areas. O2 is also right by heal base. So again, my counter argument to that would be, if you lose O2 here, you have to vent it because, say, they started a fire. You know the best way to counter it? As long as your heal bay is not also offline, you do this. He repairs, he repairs, he repairs, he heals, he goes here, and you swap them back and forth. There are micro ways, micro management techniques that you can do that require you to not have to level O2 to O2 to not lose 2. So, scrap is so rare in hard mode and so important to hoard that spending scrap on level 202 to shore up your weakness at being able to handle microing different situations is a handicap. I would say instead of spending extra scrap on systems for a hypothetical situation that might happen, learn. I don't want to say this, but this is what people say to me all the time. Get good. learn to get good. Learn some strategies that help counter the things that are beating you, not use a handicap to fix the weakness in your play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get 1 extra jump if I go on the nebula. As I argued before, I used the power stored in O2. I don't remember our discussion before because I think it's wrong. I've jinxed my run. Now I'm gonna lose everybody to an O2 loss. You know, it's certainly possible. I wouldn't put past FTL because I just went on this rant about get good. FTL will punish me probably. My weapon just got insane, by the way. That single heavy laser, our offense is insane now. So if we can just get some good doge, get some good defenses to go with this, I'm feeling really good about this now. Unless I get wrecked by something. What's my opinion on swag sensors? Worthless. Most useless upgrade in the entire game. He'd need to use scrap to upgrade O2, and he needs scrap for other things as priority. Yeah, I know you say you use the extra power in O2, but I don't... O2 fills instantly. I don't know why I keep arguing with you about this, Rudy Van Winkler, because I don't... Again, the hypothetical situation where for level 202 is useful is a situation you just don't get into if you micro and play correctly. Like, I made a mistake earlier not healing my mantis before a jump, and that's a misplay. You could say, well, if I had upgraded level medbay to level 202, medbay to level 2, I could have healed faster, and it's good for blue options. But again, I would have spent 35 scrap in medbay, and I wouldn't have been able to get this heavy laser online. Like, there are many things you could do to shore up bad plays. Buying level 202, buying level 2 medbay, I think in hard difficulty, if you're not just having a whole bunch of extra scrap, is a misplay. Level 202 is good when you have breach on your ship, but it's not good to upgrade it so early. Yeah. It's the free power that clinches it for you. I don't understand what you mean by free power. I don't know what you mean by that statement. When I upgrade O2, I don't get like a buy one O2, get free power free. I don't... What? You don't get free power for upgrading your level 202. Do this. Nice double doge training there. Because you can run with O2 off for most of the fight. You know we're playing hard mode, no pause, right? Microing my power in and out of O2 all the time is not something I would recommend when playing with no pause. That, I feel like... That... Wow. Okay, that strategy, is that what you're talking about? So you're talking about go like this so I have an extra power, but with level O2, then I would go doot when I have level 202. Oh, that's... In no pause, I think that is how I would get my crew killed. I'd forget at some point and I'd lose all my O2. It's not an instant fill. But I'm worrying about if I... think about this. Free engine hack. Say I get hacking. I have to cloak at the exact right time. I have to hack, fire my weapons at the exact right time. Add into the fact that I need to make sure I micro my O2 in and out, my power in and out of my O2 while doing all that. Also, I have missing power, power that's stuck in cloaking and hacking when I use those systems. I don't see that being a viable strategy in hard mode no pause. What's up, Wemembola? You start fight with full O2, you have 2 minutes before issue. You know what also gives me a free power? Just doing that without spending it in O2. This kind of invalidates your entire strategy of having level 2 O2. There's my free power right there. I pretty much do that. All that the level 2 O2 does is it's a safety net for you not moving it back and forth quickly enough. It's not. It's cheaper than power. There you're wrong. And right now it's the same. Up until now, a reactor upgrade was cheaper than oxygen, so you're just wrong. I'm sorry to say, up until now, every power upgrade I've done has been cheaper than oxygen. So, after I spend another 150 scrap, 125 scrap in power, then it would be cheaper to get O2. You're not going to convince me. I'm sorry, sir. You're just not going to convince me that's a good. Damn it, that's what I was really hoping wouldn't happen. Forced abandon. I skipped abandon in Sector 3, and it ended up being a forced abandon in Sector 4. You say level 3 auction could be a value point if it just gets 1 damage. Alright. I feel like a lot of these suggestions are coming from people who have not played much hard mode no pause. You cannot waste scrap in things like level 2 auction when you don't have good offense or you don't have good defense. Like, these are just not the right plays. Hey, level 2 piloting giving us a blue option there. Here's, you want an argument for an upgrade to level 2 system that's not offense or defense, level 2 piloting is the one I'll go with. Because nebulas, you can get a blue option. Value point in being able to run away if you get screwed. Level 2 piloting is one that I do and would agree with. These other ones like sensors, O2, maybe sensors if you, excuse me, if you know an event that's gonna like guarantee avoid taking damage or get a reward or something. Freaking double missile ship right here. Ouch. You want to talk about a good subsystem upgrade? Just go with piloting. That's the good one. All these other ones, O2, sensors, doors, situational. Piloting, I would say, if you have the extra scrap, going to Nebula or a couple of these other things, there's one that I would say, yes, definitely worth a worthwhile upgrade. I see it happen much more often that I get value out of that than any of these other ones that you all should just suggesting. Maybe an Abandoned 4 now, so we get boarded by Lanius. Maybe you could justify an O2 upgrade. Yeah, O2 and maybe even doors, honestly. So this might be the point where I do need to do that. Consider this, and no pause has a greater marker of dangers. Level 202 gives very good insurance. Okay, running into, here's the thing to think about, though, for level 202 with, Lanius borders. Level 202 will slow down the drain, but it won't stop the drain. Weapons guy heal, thank you. I might actually get O2 and doors right now. Just because of Lanius bomber boarding is so devastating. Level 3 will stop the drain almost. Level 3 will stop the drain. Level 3 oxygen counteracts 2 breaches, which is what 2 Lanius would be. Alright, more scrap than I want to spend, but I think I have to. The one time I will agree with you that level 202, when I wouldn't normally do it, would be Abandoned Sector. And us not having mind control to counteract borders. So, here you go. I got the level 202. Not for the reasons you say, but because something that we know is likely to happen, Lanius boarding, we need to be prepared for. Lanius drains as much as O2 as a breach. Yes, 1 Lanius equals 1 breach, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure 1 Lanius is equal to 1 breach. Damn it. Alright, 2 damage. Alright, double rewards, not bad. You'd need to open the doors too to maintain O2. You need to open the doors once your crew are fighting the Lanius. Well, if I get double boarded by Lanius, I probably would need to immediately open all the doors and do level 202 to slow down the drain, right? Is that better? Or I would turn on level 202, let them kill whatever their room they're in if it's not an import room, then when they move, then open the doors. I don't know. I don't know the way to counteract it because they will drain O2 faster than level 202. 2 Lanius will drain O2 faster than level 202 will give us oxygen. When is a good time to upgrade sensors against 2 and what sector type? I often will do level 2 sensors when I have boarding and really need to know what enemies I'm fighting. That's usually my indicator of if I'm going to do that or not. God damn it, alright. There are events that, there are events that level 2 sensors can give you a blue option. I can never remember what those events are. If you know those events and memorize them... Jesus, how... I guess we're dodging nothing and... Asteroids are hitting us here. Oh god, that was bad timing. It's okay. As long as an asteroid doesn't hit us this second. Okay. But the time I often upgrade sensors to level 2 is if I have a boarding ship and I don't have heal bay, I don't have clone bay, I don't have mind control, and I don't know what I'm boarding into, that's often when I'll get level 2 sensors. The Mantis have not an honorable name. He should be renamed as I Fix It. Okay. Now that you have level 202, you can try power strat when an appropriate engagement. I mean, your power strat is not a unique strat. I take power out of O2 all the time when I need it. I just don't understand why you think that's a strategy and not just something I do all the time. Okay, wow, that was some good dodges for him. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on, man. What are these fucking dodges? Seriously, game? I mean, I think right now I'm doing your strat because I'm just not having O2 here, powering my O2 to have, like, cloaking and stuff online. But I don't see this as like a unique strategy like I couldn't do with level 1 O2. It's just moving your power out of O2, which I do all the time. I don't see this as something different. You're slowly building up your desire to play FTL. You have learned a lot by simply watching random reading chat. You can't be bothered to remember a lot of the events, but you think you can handle normal. Nice. You get free stuff when you have level 2 sensors. Like scan the wreckage. Yeah, but there are very specific events on usual name tag, and there's so many different events that if you get a blue, get something for a very specific blue event that you don't know that's about to happen can sometimes be a waste of scrap. And doing anything that's a waste of scrap in hard mode is often the wrong play. That's why I get level 202 when I go into Slug Homeworlds or Slug Nebula, because it counteracts the free O2 hack event. There are times I get level 202, but just doing it as a catch-all to give extra power, like Rudy Van Winkler's talking about, I don't see it. I don't see it. You gotta go for an hour? Alright, Amberzak, we'll see you later, my friend. Oh god. Is this human borders? It is. I'm sorry, my friend. I don't see what you're suggesting being any different than having level 102 and taking the power out when you need it, which is what I do. Now, is there a mod that gives you the possible event outcomes? I mean, I guess that's the same as looking up the wiki, so I guess for newer players, that's probably not a bad idea. I'm trying to think if I would want to use that or if I would find that cheesing. I don't know. It's probably kind of like the speed up time mod, where it's kind of a convenience thing, but it feels a little cheesy. The argument, you guess the argument is at level 2 you can keep O2 up for shorter intervals to get full refuel. Yes. And I don't think the value of being able to fill up your ship back with O2 faster outweighs the value of that scrap being spent elsewhere, I guess would be our two positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm looking for hacking right now. I don't know if you knew about cheese in the event with the rebel that wants to join your crew. What cheese in that one? Damn. Selling this, never using hacking. I mean hacking, flack. Okay, so my conundrum here is, do I want mind control? You get a black box indicates new crew, it's good. It's not just to execute them. There are also events that have multiple power options. There are several schools for that kind of stuff. Some people want to discover themselves. Some people want to see the correct path, like in some games, get desired ending. Sure, yeah, that's true. There's 17 blue options for sensors. Gonna tally up sensors 2 versus 3. Give me a few minutes, folks. Fuzz Penguin, I'm pretty sure there's only 2 for sensors 3. Winning with a hacking will be tough. Depends on the weapons I get. And if I do fully upgrade hack artillery, that's 20-second charge time. Counter argument could be, it could be hard to win without mind control, because if we're susceptible to boarding, I feel like what I could do is instead of getting mind control, get clone bay, and that's kind of a counter to boarding, because then if I lose crew, they don't just die. I think it might actually be clone bay to help protect my crew from dying, which is what mind control would help deal with. And then I can still get hacking. This also lets me do things like giant alien spiders safer. Yeah, I'm thinking I get clone bay now, repair a bit, maybe do an upgrade, still save enough that I could get hacking if we find it. Because I think hacking cloaking is definitely, it's just, we know it's the OP thing to do. And if I do this, I think this kind of helps if I don't get any more free crew this run. Whoops, I repaired one more than I meant to. This is, clone bay is just, it's just so helpful. So helpful to not lose crew. And I might even upgrade it to level 2. I think I'd rather do the dodge upgrade here. Let's do that. So we have a defensive upgrade, and we can do this if we don't need the doges. Clone bay usually pays for itself. Yeah, I would say it's a high likelihood to. I don't know if I'd say usually, but I think there's a good chance that it does. God, his doges are insane, and I'm like timing this wrong every single time, it feels. My heavy laser's always getting there first because of where it is. Woo, okay. The scrap offered is low, but drone recovery arm's another what? 20 to 30 scrap, somewhere in there? So that's like at least a 35 scrap deal. Yeah, I think you always take a free augment offer. Clone bay is the best edition and advanced edition, you think? What about flak? Come on. What's up, Barkin artist? It's going up against flax and hacking and stuff. I don't know if clone bay is the best edition. A 27 scrap Lanius, huh? That's actually... that's worth considering. If you count all the clone bay events per run, that should easily give you 50 scrap. Hopefully. Flak doesn't help against giant alien spiders. Yes, that is one time when flak doesn't help. You know what it does help against? Every fight that you have it in, so... I feel like that's a good argument. As much as I want this, I think I want to try to get a free slave. I mean, get somebody that we don't have to pay for. Lineage can be good for blue options. The problem with that is the fact that most Lineage blue options are in abandoned sectors, and most of them are avoiding fights. So, Lineage for blue option... This is too late. I have to wait. I shouldn't have even fired that flak off. I got impatient. Damn, how do I... oh, Jesus, how do I do this? I need to get a fire, and here's what I need to do. Nice. This fires, we cloak it. This should hit. Okay. I will take... will I take a free slug? Yes. Taking free crew is good. Put you on doors, put you on sensors. Yeah, I was hoping for an NG, but slug, I mean, any crew that wasn't a human, I would have taken. Lanius, Wow, 1, 2. We could dive for a store. Whew, well, let's go to the exit beacon because I think exit beacon could be a store. Okay, it's a fight. That's good. Is it on purpose that your doormat is at half health? No. But I have Clone Bay now, so I can't heal him unless I, you know. In order to heal him, I would have to vent him, and I don't want him to lose his fighting training he has, so I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I have a Clone Bay. I guess you forgot this discussion about Clone Bay versus Med Bay that we were just having. Do you get cookies by simply watching? Yes, they're the channel points for the channel. Channel points for the channel. Oh man, I don't think we're desperate enough or strong or brave enough that going to a store in hopes that we get hacking but committing to a dive is worth it, right? If we got hacking, that'd be amazing, but then we'd have to take a dive. We still have 3 more sectors to find it. And you know what? We have NG, so we're not gonna dive. You have a Civ memory, and I'm proud of it. You and my little brother. My little brother will like tell me things every time I go visit him. Like tell me that things like, "Dude, have you seen this thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you tell me this every time I come over here." Like I don't want to get on to you too hard, but yeah, you told me like 6 times. I feel like I'm kind of mean sometimes. I'm like, you've told me this over and over, but I'm like, come on, man, come on. It's not the worst abandon. It's a pretty good abandon. We didn't fight a Lanius bomber, and I'm very happy about it. I have 151 scrap. Can definitely get all jumps here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So let's just go to the store now. Start up my dive ship score farming early. Yeah. Oh god, another heavy laser. Holy pre-igniter! What a store. Okay. Well, we 100% get this. With fast weapons, pre-igniter's not that good. Automated reloader's nice. I think I just get the heavy laser, though, honestly. I think I just get heavy laser. I think with hacking, this could be kind of an insane 5-power weapon system, honestly. Not best store ever, because Halberd Beam would probably be a little bit better, but I had something to sell, right? Yeah, Drone Recovery Arm. Do that. Oh man, we almost have that online, too. That's really good. Now I just like hack piloting. Get 4 more scrap. And we have our weapon system, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Double heavy laser is always the play. Heavy laser one of the best weapons in the game just because of how cheap it is and how good it is for the power. Okay. Yeah, the drone's recovery to sell, yep. Okay. Oh god. Okay. What do we got here? I don't have backup battery yet. Wow, that was some good hits for him. Okay. 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 Whew, alright, well. I think we did that micro about as good as we could have. Nobody died. Let's see here. I'm honestly thinking about a Clone Bay upgrade for heals. We know we're doing this though. Can I do Clone Bay? I'm a little bit off of that. Okay. Doesn't Heavy 2 need 3 power or something? Absolute garbage? No, it's not. Heavy 2's great. Heavy 2 is... How would I compare Heavy 2 to Heavy 1? Did I rate it higher on my tier list? 4 damage for 3 power compared to 2 damage for 1 power. They're both really good. Vent. Yeah, this guy's definitely worth venting. He only loses what, like 1 training? I guess I will do him too. I don't like to vent my people who have my dodge and shield and weapon training. Those are the ones I don't want to vent. But I will vent my like side people who their training isn't nearly as important. We had someone with 4.8 GML blood alcohol in the lab. Monthly record, but not yearly. Okay. That must be really high. I don't know blood alcohol levels. Even though my ex had a breathalyzer because of that. But I don't know stuff, so that sounds like I guess that's high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Heavy Laser 2 has one of the highest DPS in the game. Ah, okay. I think, because I feel like I remember rating it higher than Heavy Laser 1, and it might be because if what you just said is true, which I would believe you that you're probably right about that. Nice. And that's probably why, if I rated it higher, that's probably why I rated it higher. Nice, max engine training there. Oh wait, Heavy Laser 2 is only 13-second cooldown. Yeah, it's with that fast cooldown, the DPS on it. I don't think it's as energy efficient as Heavy Laser because nothing is. That's one power for 2 damage is like the most energy efficient weapons in the game, right? Is that right? I think that's right. But DPS wise, I think it's better. I believe. Doesn't Heavy Laser 2 only fire 2 heavy lasers except for 3? What? Heavy Laser 2 fires 2 shots, the 2 damage. They have a chance for fire, breach, and stun. And it charges in 13 seconds. Oh god. Actually, hold on a second here. That. Okay, we need to cloak this thing. Oh god. Oh god. Totally screwed that up. And there's why I don't like things that require you to move your power around in frickin' hard but no pause. There's a perfect example right there. Why I don't like your strategy. Rudy Van Winkler. I just took damage I shouldn't have because I was in the middle of microing, trying to not lose crew. Nice backup battery. I hit C to cloak. Power wasn't there because I had to move power around because of micro. That is why I will never agree to your strategy. The micro required in hard mode no pause means that using a strategy that will require me to move power around even more, I think is a bad strategy. So, has anyone here played the Talos Principle? Just curious. Sounds familiar. I'm trying to remember if I played it. What do I want to upgrade though? We have a store, so I want to buy backup battery. I could buy an NG. We're 100% doing that, because that means we have every system we need. Do I buy an NG here? Shouldn't touch O2 for 2 minutes. Well. Okay, great. You have fun using that strategy, Rudy Van Winkler. I'm not going to use it. It's like every time I consider it when I run into a situation like that, I think I would much rather have just bought the power. But now that I have backup battery, it's going to help a lot too. Could get level 2 hacking. You couldn't pull it off because it's too advanced for you. So you're suggesting a strategy to me that I keep dissing because you think I have the skill to do it. It's too much micro. Like, it really is just too much micro. When you're playing hard on no pause, the goal is to get as strong as you can using the least amount of scrap and the least amount of micro Because there are going to be situations where you can't do everything. That's the challenge of it. And doing a strategy that requires you to do more micro and spend more scrap is the opposite of what you're trying to do, in my opinion. Now that we have clone play, we 100% do this. Alright, it's fine. Lose a little bit of weapon training. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the level 2 hacking and the power here. Now I have 1 power in all my systems, and I can use backup battery to put it where I want. Next is third shield. Your record as a dude had a blood alcohol of 0.56, but we were doing compression on him, and obviously he was dead. First ever arrest you worked like 10 years ago. Wow. Got a decent weapon system and hacking. Decent? This is a great weapon system. I would say this is way better than decent. I'm gonna hack you because you have double missile weapons, and I hate double missile weapons. We should one-shot his weapons here. Beautiful. I know you really want your level 2 O2 strategy to be one that... I guess what you're trying to do is convince me it's a strategy I should do frequently, but I don't see it. Again, it's a strategy that requires spending scrap somewhere I don't like to spend scrap and adding micro to an already challenging way of playing the game. So I just don't see it, man. Sorry. It's theoretically strong. Sure, theoretically. If I had the APM of a professional StarCraft 2 player, probably do it. I don't have the APM of a professional StarCraft 2 player. Scrap some stuff. Rebel Stronghold, yes. Best red sector in the game. Apart from maybe Mantis Homeworlds if you have the things to get Kazakh. Okay, so we want empty jumps. I don't have long-range scanners, so if I go to the store, do I have anything to sell? I don't. Still worth going immediately here, because we get long-range scanners will give us a higher chance of finding under construction flagship. Damn. Damn, nothing... I don't think there's anything I want here, is there? Only thing I'd want would be like an upgraded weapon or an augment, and I don't want any of those. Can the flagship be on a nebula area? It cannot. It has to be on an empty, non-distress beacon jump. Non-nebula, non-distress beacon. This is a... if this connected to something, this would be a dive sector. Alright. Why is Rebel Stronghold best sector in the game? Because of maybe finding flagship? Yes, under construction flagship is one of the best rewards. Reward events in the game. And like I was just talking about, you need lots of scrap. Events that give you lots of scrap are what you're looking for. I missed one laser here. And it's, I mean, depending on how strong your ship is, for the difficulty of the fight, the rewards are really good. Of course, you want to have a ship strong enough to fight it, but if you're in a sector where there isn't under construction flagship and you're not strong enough to kill it, you're probably not winning that run, most likely. There's one person you've had 12 times this year as a customer in the lab because of their... Customer, I guess, is your code word for somebody who drinks too much all the time. Alcoholic. Alright, third shield. Cloaking, alright. Rand, if you haven't played the Talos Principle, check it out. It would be fun to watch me play. Why does that sound so familiar? I'm trying to decide if I have... Here I'm hacking weapons. Because... I didn't time that correctly. Because I can never take a missile if we cloak and hack his weapons. Okay. Trying to explain my play while microing and dealing with borders. Sometimes my brain can't keep up. Puzzle game with an AI-based plot and really cool mechanics. I watched that. Let me write it down. Talos Principle. Sounds really familiar. Can't remember if I played it or watched it or something, or just heard of it. Sounds really, really freaking familiar. Really freaking familiar. Those invaders just screwed themselves. Hey, what's up, Daniel Squid? Been a while. You're the guy that kept asking if you played the Stargate mod. Speaking of which, have I played the Stargate mod? Hey, look around. We got our construction flagship. I don't think I played the Stargate mod. If you would like me to check it out, I would PM me with a link to it. And I could play it as a viewership. A viewer, in this case, would be a viewer suggested ship. I definitely could check that out. Nice triple doge. Try to get his missiles offline. Beautiful. Oh, crap. Left it with one power. Does he get one more missile shot off? Nope. Get wrecked. 0 damage fight for high. Ah, I just got cocky. Moving my power around. I didn't have the third shield up. All right. 1 damage fight for 5 fuel, 5 missiles, 5 drone parts, 51 scrap, free weapon, and fleet delayed by 2 jumps. This is why this is the best red sector in the game. Maybe tied with Mantis Homeworlds. This is one of the best rewards in the game right here. I know the weapon's crappy, but it's still a free weapon that we can sell at a store for extra scrap. So good. Talos Principle would be boring to stream first playthrough, you think? It's a puzzle game like Portal. I mean, I love... If it's like Portal, that's a point in its favor, I would think. What's up, Taper? How are you doing? Thank you for the 5 bits, Reverb Screw. Watch your YouTube videos on this game and ended up finally winning a couple times. Oh, nice, Vartok. Well, congratulations, and I love hearing about that. I love hearing about people who have watched my videos and they actually learn to play FTL better from it. That's awesome. That's one of the coolest things to hear from people. It's like Portal, but better plot and more epic mechanics, like time travel mechanics, huh? Ugh, running away with cloaking. Oh, my favorite thing ever. Now you're watching me play Factorio and you're obsessed with it now? Nice. Yeah, we've had a number of people say they've gotten into Factorio since... Oh, screw you, FTL. God damn it. And the only weapon, well, okay. God, he's still got cloak. I have to wait for his cloak. 6 shots. Ooh, good dodges, though. Get dodged on, bro. Factorio is an addictive game, so I'm sorry for getting you addictive. And by I'm sorry, I mean you're welcome for giving you your next good game to play. It's a great game. Such a great game. There's a reason this is my 3rd time I've played it on stream for a new playthrough. You think we would have FTL anytime soon? No, Calistrate. Subset Games have said they're not making an FTL 2. The closest thing to FTL 2 is all the mods out there. Multiverse, Captain's Edition, SMPK Insurrection, Arsenal Plus. Those are FTL 2 pretty much. The big, huge content updates or extra content mods that are out there, those are FTL 2. It's the closest we're ever going to get, most likely. So enjoy those, find the one you like the best, and pretend like it's FTL 2. It's fun to play, but can be frustrating to be stuck in one place unless you accept spoilers. Oh, you're talking about Talos Principle? Well, I'll take a look at it. Wow, 2 ships in a row with 2 burst laser 2s. What are the odds, man? What are the odds? Probably pretty high, I guess, with my RNG today. Okay, now we're good. You won your first game on Easy with Fede after watching the stream? That's awesome. It's a bit of a pew-pew on the runner. Yeah, pew-pew and cloaking. But we had some really good doges. A map when we already had a map. FTL 2 is unlocked after winning with NG boarding only. And nobody's ever done it. There's our store. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably get 8 jumps here. Do I get 8 if I go into 2 nebulas? Yeah, 100% we do. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure I get 8 jumps here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I'd get that one, but I'm pretty sure that's the route here. We do have a store coming up, so let's save up for scrap. We're looking good on scrap. Captain Station's Harder has quite a lot of lore worked in. Yeah, it's... If you're asking what I would recommend for an FTL2, probably Multiverse, even though I've been whining about it being imbalanced a lot. It's probably the best. That or SMPK Insurrection are probably my 2 choices. Crap, I'm slow. Oh, crap, what am I even doing? That's what I meant to do. Good. But I haven't played SMPK Insurrection in a long time, so I don't know if it's still an up-to-date mod. It's just the one, the full rework mod that I played the most. So right now, if you're looking for one that's like a current big rework mod that adds a crap ton of content, it'd be Multiverse would be the one I'd go to most likely. If you want Star Wars, then you have to do all puzzles. If you want stars, then you have to do all puzzles. Oh, you're still talking about that game. Okay. 2 nebulas equals 1 normal jump. Is it exactly half? I don't know if I ever did the math on that. Is it actually exactly half? It is exactly half? Okay. Then we know for sure. Okay. Somehow, we have not stopped him running yet. And somehow he still only has missiles online. Frickin' annoying. Fight is annoying. Hey! It's a human, but hey, he's free. I'll take a free human. Put him on sensors. Guess he can be one of my repair dudes. Have you have not played anything other than vanilla since the advanced edition release, Alvarin? Well, that's what I mostly play, but there are good mods out there for people who do want different content or more variety. By looking at the map, it looks like half. Well, I think it is, but there are also times when I think I'm not going to dive and I end up diving. So I don't know. Somebody has probably done the math to know if 2 nebula jumps in a non-nebula sector is exactly half. Somebody's probably done that math. I haven't, so that's why I'm curious. 5, 10, 15, 18, 19. That gives me 1 extra power in the nebula jump here. Rand, are whispers the equivalent of DMs on Twitch? Yes. DM, whisper, private message, whatever the little chat bubble is at the top where you do it directly to somebody. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. All right, so the level 2 piloting. Finally got a payoff there. So yeah, if you want to send me that, do it that way. And what I would like is either a link to the subset forum thing where the mod is and I can download it from there, or a direct link to wherever the mod is downloadable from. That's how people usually send me ship suggestions, whether ones they've created or ones that they think I should play. Beautiful. Or that's my preferred way of people sending me stuff. Wow, that's a 3rd shield value point in Sector 5? Are we in Sector 5 or 6? Why do people bash on humans? They assume there's a joke behind it. It's kind of a joke, but it's also because the bonus that they have is the worst bonus in the game. learning stuff faster in this game is way less useful for double repair on speed, double damage against other crew, immunity to fires and extra health, immunity to mind control, an extra power. Every other race in the game has a more useful bonus. Learning stuff faster basically is not a bonus if you just take the time to train your crew, which I don't, so it actually is a slight bonus to me. But it's also kind of a meme, because most people who play FTL like to meme. But yeah. Humans aren't good at anything, that's the joke. Well, they're good at everything, but they're not great at anything. They're the bards of FTL. Right? Automated reloader's good. I have a lot of scrap here. So I guess we just automate a reloader and that's it, right? There's nothing else here we want unless I want to buy an NG. Humans are pretty good pilots and engines. I mean, yeah, getting training in dodge faster might be useful, but again, thank you for the bits again, EPB. Any crew will be as good as a human if you find a ship that can't do damage to you and you're just patient and let them train, so. Yeah, humans are good if you need to make a venting choice, that's right. Most people that play FTLs are humans. Most of them. Is a human better than Lanius in my opinion? No. Lanius, if nothing else, has blue options that humans don't have. And are more useful for boarding. And can repair breaches in an O2-less room without taking damage. There's you can ask me about that question about any crew that's not a human and I'll say that other crew is better. I'm thinking about getting the NG Sector 6. That'd max out my crew. I think I'm gonna do it. Just because we have so much scrap. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna put you on sensors. Now the human and the mantis will be my anti-boarding people. Okay. You want to be bit leader number 2. All right. Oh my gosh, right after I leave the store. By the way, you left this free drone. You left this at the store. Let's go get hacking. I think it's actually about time. Here, I'll get sensors. It's about time. Start upgrading my artillery. For all you artillery lovers out there. Level 3 artillery. I don't think I'm getting a weapon upgrade unless we find something insane in Sector 7. This is going to be our offense. Why are slugs specifically good at piloting? Because if you don't ever find the mind control system, or don't have enough room in it, like the dead ships that have artillery, they are immune to mind control, so you can't have your pilot mind controlled, which means you don't... pilot mind control is widely considered the worst mind control because it destroys your dodge. And slugs are immune to it. So it keeps you from having 0 dodge, basically. Or makes you less likely to have 0 dodge because they have to kill your entire engine system to do it. Piloting is probably the single most important system to have somebody manning it. That's probably true. I mean, depends on different situations. Not taking into account boarding and having somebody outdoors. Piloting is probably the single most important system to make sure it's manned when you're doing a fight against somebody that's got a lot of weapons, which is the boss fight, you know, so. Even Ghost Crew is marginally better than humans. Ghost Crew is probably the closest, I'd say it would be the closest, because they basically are the same as humans except with half health and don't take O2-less damage, so not taking damage in vacuum makes them, I think, slightly better. Oh, 100 bits.
Finally
Thank you,
catching
Tiberian.
another stream.
Appreciate it. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate the bits, my friend. Uncharted Nebula, if I had long-range scanners, I think I'd go there. I don't have mind control counter, so I think I actually don't want to do Mantis controlled. I'm gonna go Nebula here. You prefer already level 6? Well, yes. Yes, and I prefer to be OP from things that only exist in modded FTL 2, but I can't get that here. Speaking of slugs, if not for game mechanics and programming difficulties, slugs should not be able to see enemy slugs without sensors. Really? Just because they are immune to mind control, you think that means they should be immune to being seen through mental manipulation? I don't know about that. You think they should be invisible to mental whatever? They see heat? Is that what the lore is? Wow, that was the best artillery shot it could have been. I think it hit all 5 rooms. Wow. Biosignature can be detectable. Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that, Alvarin. They're used to close off their minds being in a psychic society. Well, closing off your minds does nothing if they see heat, like Tiberian says. Does it actually say how they see? Telepathic slugs were shunned in the Galactic Federation for the constant thievery and attempts at manipulation. Telepathic powers reveal rooms and life forms, even when sensors are done. Telepathic. Well, it doesn't tell us what they're sensing with their telepathic abilities. I would agree with you if what it said is that they're sensing other things' minds, but if they're just sensing life signature, that's pretty vague. We don't know if that's heat. We don't know if that's, again, a mind thing, so I don't know. We'd have to know more about slugs, I feel like. Maybe there's extended lore out there that explains it. Okay, double missile ship. Mantis boarding. Damn, that's level 1. Board just... Didn't I specifically not go to Mantis sector to avoid getting boarded? Did I not just... Did I just go to a nebula to avoid Mantis boarding and my first ship we fight is a frickin' Mantis boarder? Our second ship we fight. Jesus, man. Ouch. With double missile weapons. Screw you, bro. Screw you. They're immune to mind control, so it's a mind thing. That's an assumption you're making, don't normally. That's an assumption. I don't think we actually know. Don't they detect repair drones too? Do they see drones? I don't think they see drones on ships. I think drones are invisible, which might give credence to it being a mind thing. Can't be brain activity because they detect humans. Oh, zing! Well played, Alvarin. Well played. Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking I was going to get a weapon upgrade, but holy crap. Ooh, that would be expensive to get both of those. I think... this is tough. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking 2 flak 1, 2 heavy laser because of how fast it fires. That's an insanely fast offense. And this is basically 1 extra shot for 1 more power than the dual laser. Who needs that weapon upgrade when there's weapon upgrades? Yeah. Yeah, burst laser, as good as it is, because it's 2 seconds slower, I think I'm just gonna have to go like this. It would be an extra shot over heavy laser. 1 extra power for 1 extra damage. 2 extra projectiles, of course. But because of speed of load time, basically, we're gonna do this. And I think I'm actually gonna do it this way. Because flaks take longer to get there, and these keep doing this. So now if I auto-fire, because these are further forward, I think that will work better. Okay, that's huge, man. It's huge. It's huge, I tells ya. I don't know what accent I'm doing right there. You like 2 flaks, 2 heavy laser 1, since burst laser 2 slows your volley a bit? Yeah. Maybe slugs just have a differently wired central nervous system that conventional mind control can't overwrite. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know. None of us actually know. Unless somebody here actually wrote... Oh, God. Unless someone here actually wrote the, I can't talk. I can't talk and play FTL at the same time. I just can't do it. It's too hard. Somebody actually wrote the lore for FTL. I don't think we're gonna actually know the answer to this. God, I don't even have all my weapons firing. He left the other Mantis there. Poor Mantis. Why'd you bring one back but not the other? Man, they don't like that guy. Likes Carl. Nobody likes Carl. Okay, poor Carl. I'm gonna vent these two dudes. I should have vented them earlier. You only need dodge, shields, and arty level 4. I don't think I need arty level 4, but is that what you're saying? The only upgrades I need? Those only upgrades you just suggested are about 300 scrap worth, right? 180. 220. Yeah, that's over 300 scrap. I only need 300 scrap more of upgrades, and I'm great. No, I'm fine where I am, but those are the only things that would really add extra power to us. So we're looking good, especially since we're only like halfway through Sector 7. Let's go ahead and get the dodge, though. I think that's the next most important one. With cloaking, this value point for 100% dodge. You'll ask your slug friend next time we meet, okay? Let us know what they say. Let us know. This could definitely be a... God. I keep thinking these are going to be dive sectors, and then I see that the one that would make it a good dive sector doesn't connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8, 9. All right. You have slugs fly around, convince populations for donations. Okay. Hey, rock member blue option. Rock crew blue option. Love it. Okay. We need more lore. I have a feeling that maybe out there is some FTL lore that I'm not aware of. Or a source of more of it. Oh god, this is a force shield ship. Just gonna hack it now. Okay, we're good. There we go. No shields for you, sir. Mm-hmm. God. My weapons are backwards in where I'd normally want them to be, so it needs to be 4, 3, 2, 1. I need to train myself. I think Pieboy said he did this. I need to train myself to place my weapons in backwards order for priority, so that I get used to firing at 4, 3, 2, 1 rather than 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, y'all ready for the sensors dump info, boys? Sensors dump info. Oh, okay. Is this for blue options as pertain to different level of sensors, Fuzzy? You might get blocked if it's a really big text block. If it's a wall of text, it might not allow it through. Just letting you know. Okay, hopefully I don't take damage here. Don't look too hard for lore. Might find Rule 34. Okay. Okay, short version is level 2 sensors, 8 scrap benefit, 1 system, 1 crew, 1 drone, level 3 sensors above, level 2 sensors, 2 scrap, benefit, 4 weapon, 1... I don't know what all that is. 8 scrap benefit. So level 2 sensors is 8 scrap benefit. I don't know if I understand that statement. There are 8 scrap benefits over not having them. Oh. So 8 events where you can get a scrap benefit. Wow, you must have gone through a lot of blue things and... Wow, did you make a spreadsheet? I feel like what you're telling us is information that requires you to have made a very extensive spreadsheet. You did? You might want to post that, because that might be really useful information that people would like to see. That human that just got invented is an 8 scrap benefit. Poor humans. Alright, we need to cloak that. Long version? Yeah, I'm probably not gonna read the long version, sorry to tell you. Oh god. Oh good, we did it quick enough. By the way, for all you artillery lovers out there, we have level 4 artillery. Enjoy it while it lasts. Long version, level 2 sensors, medium reward, or level 3 sensors high, or low with weapon, level 3 sensors low. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, yeah, that is... I will take your word for it. 8 scrap benefit of level 2 sensors. So that means there's 8 events that get you... Did you do piloting in that? Wow, that's a long wall of text. Or is that just for sensors? You didn't even get it all? That's only for sensors. Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, thank you for doing that work. Yeah, that might be something to put. I think there's an FTL Reddit, right? You might have to, if you have a spreadsheet, you might want to post it and put it on Reddit or something. Okay. Damn, I was not expecting a half power thing. So much frickin' micro. Okay. Okay. Whew. We were really strong, but they're making me work for this. Jeez, they're like boarding me every other ship, and I don't have mind control to counter it, so I have to micro my hacking, my cloaking, my weapon naming, and anti-boarders. This is, again, another reason. I know you say it's 20 seconds if not whatever, but any extra seconds of any extra micro needed to do every single fight. Why am I keep harping on this thing? I don't know why. Not worth venting the Zoltan? No. I want to keep his shield training, or at least in my opinion, it's not worth. What I think it is worth doing is upgrading Clone Bay so we get more heals per jump, and give me a value point in not losing crew. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I think I get 4? Possible. Add to tier list. Fuzzy Penguin's thing. Well, I don't want to take his work. I don't want to... I would think you'd want to post your own, like, post about that if you want people to see the sensor thing you just did. Could I please stop having half-power jumps? Okay. Actually, I want to do this. This weapon system might be the only one that actually gets 2 shots off before a second cloaking can go off. Well, the only weapon system that is this strong with this much power that is this fast, I'm guessing. So basically, level 2 sensors is worth it if you can't find long range. However, if you find long range, it's a little less scrap benefits, but more weapons, and obviously seeing ships and hazards. Level 3 sensors only benefits over level 2 is a little bit more scrap benefit, more weapons, and possible map. Yeah, I feel like the counter argument to that, though, Fuzzy, is that's if you hit every single one of these sensor events. I'm pretty sure the only 2 level 3 sensor benefits are Kazakh if you don't have boarding, and one other one, I forget, I think one other event. So this is all kind of situational is the only other thing too. Seems like a pretty good weapon loadout. It's pretty insane. I mean, these are 2 S tier weapons from our tier list, I'm sure. So, I feel like a lot of the events that you looked at, there are other options too. In which sector do you give up searching for long range and upgrade sensors? Yeah, I don't know. These are all very... I don't know that you can make definitive statements from all that stuff. And that's kind of a good thing about FTL is like... There's always going to be some other situation where one thing is more useful than the other, I feel like. So, do I even go to a store here? I have nothing to sell. I think I skipped the store so I could just get more chance at scrap. Is there anything I'd want? Another automated reloader? I don't know that that would be enough value. I think I'm going to skip the store here. The weapons balances out the hard start of this run. Well, getting past... that's kind of why a lot of people say early... The reason that tier lists like mine have certain ships so low is because early sectors are the most important in hard mode no pause. You get through the early sectors strong enough with enough scrap with enough upgrades, your chances to win go up like exponentially probably. God, triple missile ship. Damn it. That's why the auto fire probably shouldn't be off, or shouldn't be on. No cloaking for this one. Oh, but good dodge though. Only 1 damage, not too bad. Third flak. No, even if there was another third flak, I think I'd rather not invest in it so I can get 4th shield and more value points. Our build is so strong. An extra flak for how expensive it would be to get online, I would rather just get 4th shield up. Autoloaders might have been worth looking into, but okay, so correct, there are only 2 that only work level 3, however, with level 3 sensors. However, there are 5 events that if you have level 3 versus level 2, you get higher scrap or a weapon. Ah, okay, that's interesting. I encounter any events with missiles trading off this run. You mean selling missiles? There might have been 1 where I sold 5, maybe, I can't remember. Okay. This is almost... All I need is value point and cloaking, and this will be like basically max build for what we have. Early sectors are more important because for later ones you already convert the ship to best config. Well, I mean, it's kind of... there's probably a lot of games and other things that are like that where early game is the most important part of the game. If you have a good early game, you win the game. I mean, there's the saying in... what is it, like League of Legends, win lane, win game? That's like the equivalent of saying if you have a good early game, you're probably gonna win the game. There are, of course, alternatives to that where they scale up to be higher and have a weak early game and stuff like that, but you know, an FTL early game is the thing. You have a good early game, I would say it's at least double. You have at least double the chance to win. I think he's bringing that up because I have 72 missiles. Yeah, I had 68 right before when he asked it originally, I'm sure. It snowballs? Yeah. Early power in this game snowballs. Think even life is better if you have a good early game? It's true. That is most likely true. There's a lot more people who have been successful in life, starting out rich, famous, good looks, than there probably have been people who started the opposite, poor, ugly, unknown, and became famous, you know. So, yeah. There you go. Wow, that's a weapon system. Ah, ooh, I timed that just wrong. but thankfully we have 4 shields and enough dodge that it didn't matter. Beautiful. And why buy a flak at the store when you can get one for free in Sector 8? You know? I don't even know if I'm going to use that. I probably will if I can afford it. Life is the ultimate hard mode no pause challenge. You also never get any retries. That's right. Really, when we do these hard mode no pause challenges, we're just practicing for real life, you know? This is life training right here. Okay. I can't get any more power anyway, so I'm gonna do that. Value point. I think this is just better though. Swag flak. We could have gone for 4 flak ones. Well, if I had gone to the store and it was for sale, it would have been 65 scrap. So we probably wouldn't have gotten 4th shield online because there's another 165 extra scrap we would have had to spend or make while getting 1 less jump. So I still think we made the wrong choice. But you're right, we missed out on the 4 flak meme. Oh, good. My good misplay. Sadly, we don't have cloaking in real life. Yeah. You have to admit it, at some point he's going for flackening. There's just so many games ahead. Don't need shields if you have flax kappa. Yeah, maybe you might be right, actually. Engine hack, I'll take it. Still option for weapon reward between boss phases. That's true. But I don't think there's an option for getting another 100 scrap, sadly. Should probably stop this shot, but I'm gonna let it go anyway, even though who needs to stop it? Get wrecked. Sadly, I don't think we got any crew kills there, though. 0 damage, phase 1. I'd say that's a good start. How do you send me that list? Rand can't seem to find anywhere to message me. There's a chat bubble on the top of Twitch. It's called Whispers or Private Message or something like that. And you just send one to Rand118 with the link. Hopefully it's a link. All right. We cloak the missile. This guy's got some doges going on, man. There we go. Yeah, you have to not be in theater mode to see that, I guess. Thank you, Mr. Porku, for that. Alright, let's see. 92 scrap. Max doors. We don't have the mind control counter. That's probably the way to go. Although I kind of want the extra battery power, so if I do this, we'll need the doors for next phase. So we're gonna have the... Yeah, we're gonna have this. And wherever the dude goes, I'm gonna go ahead and... vent you. Rebels are all humans, right? Yeah, that's one of the things about the rebels is they're xenophobic or whatever it is. They think humans should be the primary race in the galaxy. They're racist. Another reason not to like humans. We're all so racist. I mean, not we, but they. Totally not me. Totally not me. I'm totally not racist. I don't think I am, but I feel like everybody probably is a little bit. Why did I say that? We're not talking about that. So these rebels are. Rebels equals space KKK. There you go. Okay, well, that's... I was hoping he wouldn't go, but I guess we'll take it. Alright, so we can't cloak the missile. And so he gets a triple hit, I guess. But he dies before the, he died before the overcharge even happened. Get blasted, sir. Died before the overcharge. No, it's not a whisper. It's not like that. Alright. I guess You know what? People ask me this enough on thing. I should probably show. Let's see if I can show it. How to whisper on Twitch. Learn to FTL with Rand. Okay. Not learn to FTL, learn to Twitch. Okay, so I'm gonna need to move this thing out of the way. I'm gonna quick FTL, quick side thing. Here's Twitch. You're on my page. You see in the very top right, there's this little circle. That's your name or whatever. There's also a whispers box right here. See, get bits, whispers. There's notifications. You should check out Prime Loot if you have Prime. There it is, right there. It's on this top. This is where a lot of your stuff is. All right. Hopefully that helps for people who don't know how to whisper on Twitch. Learn to Twitch with Rand. Okay. You're back for half an hour. Got a half-hour gap between my students. Is this the same ship? Yes. We have not lost our run yet. Not lost the streak yet, and we're looking pretty good. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. We only took three damage in the first 2 phases. Pretty darn good. We do have to deal with borders. Let's go ahead and do this. 1 streak after 3 losses. Currently it's a 1 streak. It's hopefully about to be a 2 streak. Get ready to capture all the passwords. Please. Please don't. 3 damage because of phase 2 missiles. Yeah, I think it was a triple hit when I couldn't cloak it, which I could have cloaked it because we killed him before the overcharge even happened. But I wasn't counting on that. I underestimated the power of my OP-ness. Alright, here we go. We don't have the mind control counter. Okay. Do this. Do this. These 2 guys are gonna follow these guys around. Can't cloak this. Okay, 1 shot went away at least. We're through. This one we cloak. That one times out well. Finally we're out. And now... How the hell did we get a fire? Oh, our artillery's already done some damage. Hey, way to go, artillery! Artillery doing something. Still would rather have mind control so I didn't have to do all that micro, but... Wow, how did we get all those crew kills? GG cookie time! 2 in a row, the Fed B. With a really terrible start that I thought was gonna end the streak. Which I say that all the time. I'm the boy who cried wolf. The boy who called streak over. You're right. I need to move this back. Oh, crap. Sorry. Good call. Thank you. That was kind of in the way. My bad. That was so fast. I'm telling you, man. Flax. Best weapon in the game. Maybe Howard Beam, but I love my flax, man. Their DPS is so high. Charge time is... That's why fast charging weapons are better than slow charging weapons. Crew kill as soon as you kill the flagship. That happens a lot, seems like. Let's check the score. 61-38. Wow, that ended up being a really high score. That's my highest score on the ship so far. You're not saying level 202 won it. But duh. Wow. Mind blown. The level 202 carried us. Not the, you know, flak plus heavy laser we got early game. Who needs accuracy? Well, against the boss, you don't. Who needs accuracy? Alrighty, well that is, let's update our title. That is 2 wins in a row. On the Fed B. I'll be very surprised if we beat our Zoltan C streak, which is still amazing to me that the Zoltan C got 5 wins in a row. But really quickly, my friends, I'm Sand Church Future Restroom. Thank you all so much for watching. To anybody new to the stream, please hit the follow. Hope you're enjoying the FTL Hard Run No Pause challenge runs. Always fun to hang out with you wonderful people. And when we come back, we will do another run. See you in a bit, my friends.